Alright, so I figured I'd film a little update. So, since the last video, what I've done is I went ahead and went to my local U-Pool and got this ECU out of a 99. Yeah, a 99 Acura TL. So it's got that part number right there. When you take this top off, it's got a little chip in there for the mobilizer. So I went ahead and just pulled that off. You just got to twist it back and forth until it breaks off the pins. And right here, what I went ahead and purchased from that same yard is the whole wiring harness, which this one didn't actually come out of the car that this came out of. This came out of a yard engine somehow. It had the full harness, you know, all the way back. It's even got the little bolt things right here. And I grabbed an alternator while I was out there. Anyway, so what I did was this thing needed to be modified to work with the Miata harness. So what I did, I pulled it back all the way up to there, and I had to rewire this entire connector to work with the 99 ECU. So I found out that this harness itself is from what, a 2009 to 2002 to 2003 Acura TL. So it has a couple different ones, like say this is blue and white. I'm not exactly sure what this goes to. I think this goes to ignition pulse 3. And the blue and white cable that goes into the 99 Acura ECU goes into this brown and white cable, which is the same thing. I had to find a schematic and it lists all the different types of cables that it had for the different years. The reason why I didn't just go ahead and throw this whole connector in is because there's a lot of differences between the two. And the one that was on there before was bad. It was all destroyed because it was laying on the engine itself. Anyway, so once that's done, I had to go ahead and pull out all the cables that was in this D pin. This D connector right here. This is connector D on the ECU harness. And the only thing that I needed from it is the speed sensor. So this is what's going to pull the speed sensor, which is going to allow it to have VTEC above 5,500 RPM. And hopefully I tied it into the right. I think it's this green wire right here that it ties into, but we'll see. But I went ahead and got everything soldered, double checked that all the wires and stuff were correct on the harness. I think hopefully it's gonna work all right, but I will have to see. Other things, I went ahead and cut different wires that I didn't need out of the harness right here. I would depin them, but I don't have the tools for that right now, or the patience. I just originally used a really small, like, poker thing. Other than that, I am just waiting on the Oz engineering kit so I can put that engine in that Miata that's sitting out there. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have for today. I'll go in more in depth, and I might link the harnesses that or the different types of schematics, or I'll just put a link to where I got mine from. This pin right here, that's what's gonna go to a lot of the different Miata. That's what's gonna go to a lot of the different Miata stuff. So this is probably gonna be about the extent of the wires that I need. This little bunch in my hand right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna have to get rid of all of these, but we'll see. And then once this is all done, I'm gonna leave it like this until I get the Miata started and make sure that everything is running, and then I'll go ahead and tie this all up and make it all pretty. But other than that, I will update you whenever I have anything else.